Stade Soccer, home of the Flag Plus Football Division A Championship. I'm Brent Bodkin. I am joined once again by my broadcast partner, Ignacio.
Hello.
Welcome to the broadcast. So we have the top two seeds in Division A, the 1 seed, the 8-1-1 and All-Stars, and the 2 seed and the 7-3 Jamesons, obviously going at it for the Division A title. Jamesons won the only regular season meeting between those two teams. We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
First, though, what kind of game are you expecting?
A lot of fireworks, a lot of legacy moments here for both quarterbacks. Kevin White looking for his 17th championship. Jeff Rosenblatt looking to establish himself among the elite of FPF quarterbacks. So that's really going to be a showdown of who can score in timely possessions and who can best manage the game of FPF.
So I said earlier, obviously, these two teams met in the regular season back in week 2 on May 15th. A 30-26 win for the Jamesons. But I tell you, Iggy, Pat Jerome wasn't in that game. The best receiver, bar none, here in FPF. He missed that game. So obviously the advantage went to the Jamesons in that one, again, winning by a score of 30-26. But you look a little closer at the stats. 4 TDs, 1 INT for Jeff Rosenblatt, 4 TDs for Kevin Wyeth, but a jaw-dropping 3 interceptions. So obviously defense played a role in that game. How do you think the defense for the Jamesons are going to play a factor here tonight?
They absolutely has to. They have to give Jeff Rosenblatt at least one stop. 2 can win him the game. 1 makes it that gives the leeway to Jeff Rosenblatt to at least make one mistake. Hopefully he can have a perfect game here.
All right, switching sides, obviously, for the defense for the All-Stars, led by Matt Kerouac, the best rusher in the history of the game. What do him and his defense have to do to get after Jeff Rosenblatt here tonight?
Just get some pressure in his face. Jeff does ignore the rusher, really looks at downfield, who's covering the deeps. Very well established quarterback like that. But just that little hip move, that semi-side step, the Jeff Rosenblatt special, if he can get away from the rusher there and extend plays and get touchdowns off of them. We've seen that on the Game of the Week highlights, especially down to Marty Friedman down as a snapper. He loves that option in a free play motion.
So we see both lineups, obviously. You mentioned Pat Jerome, Kevin Wyeth, Matt Kerouac, Royce Emerging. You switch sides to the Jamesons. They have Quade Johnson, and they have James Drysdale, a ton of options on their side as well. Anthony Brisebois, probably the best two-way player in FPF as well. Give me an X factor, someone that maybe is under the radar for both teams. Who do you think is going to make a factor?
Yeah, so all playoff season, Marty Friedman, that's one name offensively that Jeff Rosenblatt absolutely loves using as snapper. So look out for Marty Friedman to have a big game offensively. Defensively, of course, look, the name isn't as well known, but he is Defensive Player of the Year. Look at Fritzgel Senatus, up-and-coming star in FPF. Look for him to have a big game and perhaps a game-changing interception here.
Yeah, Senatus arriving to the field about 50 minutes ago. I had a chance to see him in the parking lot there. A little bit of traffic kind of delaying everybody here tonight down in Papineau. So quickly, looking at both teams, the Jamesons will win if they do what? And then followed up by the All-Stars. How do they win?
Jamesons have to manage the game as best as possible to have last possession of the ball in Jeff Rosenblatt's hands to go for a game-winning score. All-Stars need an interception, like I said, from an unlikely hero. Unlikely is a bit weird because he was Defensive Player of the Year, but Fritzgel Senatus, again, if he can get a key interception off of Jeff Rosenblatt, look for that to be a difference maker here.
So both teams having a little bit last-minute talk there in their respective huddles. We're ready to start the Division A Championship, as you mentioned. Kevin Wyeth, the GOAT, looking for his 17th championship. Jeff Rosenblatt looking for his second, but his first as a quarterback.
Yeah, as the refs here are just waiting for a signal from our crew, a media crew here, and we're ready to go here. Jeff Rosenblatt, I don't know, maybe all hooks with one man beater. He always loves all hooks with one man beater. Let's see who it is.
Jeff Rosenblatt gets a snap to start the game. He looks to his left. He has a man open in a flat. Taking out right away. That's Anthony Breezeball with the catch. Looks like Senators and Pat Jerome combining on the tackle there.
Yeah, exactly. Quick slant just to ease into this game. Quick slant from, like you said, two-way player. One of the best two-way players in FPF in Anthony Breezeball. Good gain for about 6 yards there.
So second down now and about 5 for the Jamesons offense. Rosenblatt gets a snap. He looks to his left, fakes to the right, goes back there. Oh, tipped in the air. Ooh, that was dangerous. That pass off the hands of usually the sure-handed James O'Hayan. Luckily, though, for the Jamesons, it wasn't picked off.
Yeah, James O'Hayan, one of the most reliable targets for Jeff Rosenblatt. He is the receiving yards leader in the playoffs with 176 yards. And second, like I mentioned, Marty Friedman with 150 yards. Quick play here, entered by Jeff.
So we got O'Hayan, slot on the right. Right next to Quay Johnson, wide receiver on the right. Drysdale and Breezeball on the left. Pass to the left-hand side. It's caught by Breezeball. Is that going to be enough for the first down? I believe so. He's tackled by Rory Submergian. So good job by the Jamesons extending this drive.
Yeah, real simple on third down. All hooks. Real keep it easy. Just read which defender's going deep. He saw Rory Submergent just take an extra step back. Hit Anthony Breezeball. The sidelines are FBF gold.
So new set of downs now, 1st and 10, just before midfield for the Jamesons. Rosenblatt gets a snap. He looks to his right. He goes there. A little bit of miscommunication between him and Marty Freeman on that play.
Yeah, the ever so popular triple slants play. I think Marty Friedman took it a little deeper than what Jeff Rosenblatt was expecting. I saw the two slot receivers take one step, whereas Marty Friedman took 2 or 3 steps. So he did it a little too deep instead of a little more shallow than what Jeff Rosenblatt was looking for.
So 2nd and 10 now. Rosenblatt gets a snap. He looks to his left. He has Freeman opening the flag. He lets it go deep, though. Oh, right through the hands of Anthony Breezeball. A rare drop by him, setting up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tough catch as we see it on the replay here, but that's a play that Anthony Breezeball can absolutely make. Jeff Rosenblatt just puts a little nice touch arc on it, and again, I like that play. It's a safe pass, clear of a defender, and giving his beast of Anthony Breezeball a chance to make a catch for a first down. Unable to do so. Yeah, it sets up here 3rd and 10 situation.
So let's see now what Rosenblatt has up his sleeve again. 3rd and long facing this offense. Rosenblatt gets the snap, looks to his right, goes down the middle. Nice drop by Freeman.
Ooh, big drop there by Marty Friedman. Hit him right in the chest as he was going down. Maybe he didn't have to go down here. As we see it on the replay, he kind of braced himself for maybe some contact that he thought he might have behind him in Pat Jerome. That's really a sure-handed Marty Friedman. Uncharacteristic drop from him. I would like to see here for James Drysdale lined up in front of him is Fitzgerald Senatus. That is a matchup I want to see here on 4th down. See if he gets maybe help from the inside shade from Matt Bond playing the 3, or if he gets corner shade from Rory Submergent.
So we'll have to see now what they do offensively, obviously, for the Jamesons, defensively for the Allstars. Here we go. Rosenblatt gets the snap. He goes over the middle again. He has a man breaking a tackle, and another O'Hayan down at about the 1 yard line.
Yeah, he's right in between the white line and the yellow line. Again, the yellow line is that touchdown, so he's really at the inch yard line here. What a great play here by James. Honestly, great throw by Jeff Rosenblatt. A missed tackle by Fitzgerald Senatus down the middle brings a first down and goal situation.
And that's a rare missed tackle for Senatus right there. Again, top defensive player in all of FPF. Leading to a first down and then some. Rosenblatt gets a snap. Now he has a man open his Drysdale. Touchdown, Jamesons. Quick pitch and catch right there between Rosenblatt and Drysdale. And the Jamesons have a 6-0 lead.
This is interesting. Jeff Rosenblatt has been very comfortable hitting the 1-point attempts. I tend to think that this is a mistake. Why? Kevin Wyeth, the best quarterback in all of FPF, loves going for 2, makes touchdowns out of 2-point converts when he gets 3 in a row.
So here we go. Let's see if they can get that 1-point convert to make it a 7-0 lead. Pass to the back of the end zone out of Breezeball's reach. So it's going to stay a 6-0 lead right now for the Jamesons. Iggy, now, if you remember the All-Stars, if you're Kevin Wyeth, what are you doing here on first down?
Look, if I'm Kevin Wyeth, either look for triple slants with one go down the sideline, or all hooks with, again, one man beater with a hook and go. Or, you know what, maybe throw things off. Maybe send Matt Kerouac on a deep corner route, something that's a little unexpected and wild. But look for triple slants or all hooks with one man beater on the all hooks play. What we have seen, of course, though, is a new chemistry between Kevin Wyeth and Gropini. Let's see if he hits that here.
So Wyeth gets to snap a fastball to the right sideline to Millar. Millar has to catch. Oh, he steps out of bounds.
Steps out of bounds, but did get the catch there for about 8 yards as Jack Nudie got the spot there on the... Well, it actually looks like 9 yards here, 1 yard short of the first down.
Yeah.
That defense just let... Ooh, that is close. He is tiptoeing the sideline. Look... of course, we have in the finals challenge replays. Not something that you want to challenge right off the first play.
Exactly.
Definitely not worth it. The timeouts are way too important with the onside kick to take into consideration and other more potential challenge-worthy replays.
So second is short now for the All-Stars. Wyeth gets a snap. He looks to his right. He goes there. Pat Jerome, another big catch, converting for a first down. That's a combo we've called plenty of times here in FPF over the years.
Yeah, an absolute legendary duo here in Pat Jerome or Kevin Wyeth to Pat Jerome. Expect 2 or maybe even a hat trick of touchdowns here for Pat Jerome tonight.
So a new set of downs for the All-Stars. Nick Gropini, Rory Semergian, the receivers on the left-hand side, Rainier sideline, Matt Kerouac center, Jerome and Millard, the receivers on the right. Kevin Wyeth goes there, and that passes to the curtain. Looks like a bit of miscommunication right there. He might have thought, I think, that Pat Jerome was supposed to do a deeper route, or Millard was supposed to come back to that ball. Either way, it falls incomplete.
Interesting. So clearly that was a throwaway without being an intentional grounding. I'm interested that Kevin Wyeth didn't look on his backside. He had Gropini running a delayed slant that was actually quite open. So he maybe went through 3 reads and just threw it away. But he did have Gropini on the backside slant.
So second and long now for the All-Stars. Wyeth gets a snap, looks to his right now, goes back to his left to Gropini. Can he get past Tyrell? He dips, but he's tackled at about the 2, maybe the 3 yard line. Good gain right there for Gropini, picking up a first down and extending the drive for the All-Stars.
Yeah, I think what Gropini just said to him quickly as he got to the huddle on the last play was, hey, on the backside, I was open there, as they're really shifting with your eyes. A quick and simple all hooks play. Kevin Wyeth looks middle, looks right, and then hits the backside hook by Nick Gropini. Unable to execute well enough the dip move to get into the end zone, but James Tyrell did make, to be fair, a nice tackle to be down at the 1.5, 2 yard line or so.
So now a plethora of options open right here to the All-Stars offense. If you're Kevin Wyeth here, Iggy, what are you calling?
You're looking for Matt Kerouac on that triple slant. Let's look for it.
Here we go. First and goal for the All-Stars. Snap. Kerouac goes to his left. Jerome goes there as well. Caught. Touchdown. Nice slant there by Pat Jerome getting past James O'Hayan. And we are all tied up at 6-6.
Yeah, that deep slant or a post. You had that short slant from Kerouac and the over developing post from Pat Jerome. It was one of the two, right? It was either Pat Jerome or Matt Kerouac coming down with that touchdown. Easily layered zone play, zone beater, and we have a 6-6 tie ball game here.
As you talked about earlier, the All-Stars going for 2.
Yeah, this is where the game could get away from the Jamesons early on.
They were 1 for 4 on 2-point attempts in that game against the Jamesons, were the All-Stars. Fastball to the right, right through the hands of a couple of players right there. So 2-point convo is no good. We are tied up at 6 apiece.
Yep, basically a deep triple slants play. James O'Hayan read that well. James Drysdale, of course, this team with so many James, we have to specify by last name, but James Drysdale holding the front of that end zone. James O'Hayan crashing over the top to bat that pass down away from Pat Jerome.
So here comes Rosenblatt now leading his offense back onto the field again. Let's see how they respond right here, Iggy.
They're giving a lot of short yardage here.
Rosenblatt gets a snap. He looks to his left. He goes there. Sliding catch, rather, I should say, by Friedman. Pickup of about 4, maybe 5 yards on that first down play.
Yeah, Marty Friedman walking away from Fitzgerald Senatus, who wanted to give him the flag, and he's just like, yeah, I'm concentrating on my catch here, buddy. Yeah, let's see look, what I'm seeing right now, All-Stars don't want to get beat deep. There's from 0 to 5 yards, there's no one in the flats.
Second down snap here. Rosenblatt over the middle to Drysdale. Nice move. He picks up more than enough for the first down. He's deflagged by Rory Submergent, number 12 for the Allstars.
Yeah, the ever feisty Rory Submergent. He transforms onto the field. He's one of the nicest guys off the field. He becomes a animal on the flag football field. Look, that could be sometimes turn against him, but for the most part, it elevates his game and his teammates.
Had a chance to talk to him earlier this season. He described himself as a weirdo, a dog on the field. Rosenblatt, a little pump fake there. Kind of fooled everybody for a second. So Drysdale with the catch. They're not going to call it a sack, though. The All-Stars defense, I think they disagree right here with that call, but nonetheless, a short gain here on first down for the Jamesons.
Absolutely. That is the right call. Vincent Malo rushing for All-Stars. Kind of hesitated. Even Jeff Rosenblatt kind of double twitched, and it just gave him that extra half second he needed to release that ball, get it out to James Drysdale for a 3-yard gain.
So Freeman moves up about a half yard right there. Gets a snap off to nice slant there. Rosenblatt to Johnson. Tackle right away by Jerome. So pickup of about maybe 6 on that play.
Yeah, it looks like Craig O'Brien here is going to spot it a yard short, about a yard and a half short of the first down. So that sets up an interesting third down scenario. But of course, even if they don't get it here, they're obviously going for it on fourth down. I wonder if Jeff Rosenblatt looks at the 1 or 2 deep options that he will send here.
Rosenblatt waiting for the snap. He gets it. He looks right down the middle, now to the left. He has a man. It's Brisebois. Tackle right away by Submergent. It's going to be enough for the first down.
Yeah. Look, Rory Submergent just was a little too careful on that one. His assignment is the short. He has Anthony Brisebois in front of him, and it gives him a yard of separation. Really, if you want to play that short zone well, take the read away. Look, if it becomes a hook and go ab-lib play, so be it, but that's not your responsibility as short.
Rosenblatt gets a snap now on first down. Another slant, this time to Tyrell. Gets past the tackle attempt to Millar, but he was taken down by Bond. Millar thought there should have been a flag guard on that play.
Yeah, a bit of a double pirouette spin move by the CFLer himself, James Tyrell, on the practice squad of the he was a former practice squad member of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, of course. But that just gives you an idea of how star level and how star-studded this roster is for the Jamesons. Of course, well choreographed throughout the entire season on Instagram, well documented, of course.
And Tyrell, former Grey Cup champion with the Blue Bombers as well. The first championship. Here's a pass in the end zone. Oh, and it's dropped by Quade Johnson. A rare drop right there by the former Concordia Stinger.
Yeah, again, we can rattle off the names, right, for all these the Jameson receivers. But a rare drop from Quade Johnson, normally sure-handed. Interesting battle here with Quade Johnson, usually playing with Kevin Wyatt.
Say that exactly.
Exactly. So he's trying to take away a championship away from Wyatt and get one for his quarterback now, Jeff Rosenblatt.
So these two teams, obviously with the Jamesons under a different name, met last year's playoffs. We'll get to that in a second. Rosenblatt gets a step. He runs to his left. Oh, softball right there to Drysdale, but I think he was throwing off his back foot. That pass floated a bit too far to the right.
Yeah, I love the route from James Drysdale in, out, and back in. Jeff Rosenblatt doesn't have to move out of the pocket there. He scrambled a little to his left, and it got him his feet off balance and made the throw a lot more awkward than it had to be, and that just gave the extra angle to make that an incomplete pass. Huge fourth down already.
Exactly. Fourth down right here. 4th and goal. So do or die time right here for the Jamesons. Can they punch it in? Let's find out. Rosenblatt gets the snap. He looks to his left. He rolls over that way. Pass over the middle. Touchdown. Wow. Anthony Brisebois on a quick drag right in front of the end zone. He catches it and punches it in.
Yeah, look, it looked like it was going to be man there. A man matchup you're going to want to be looking at all day is James Drysdale against Fritz Senatus. He saw it. There was a bit of contact from Senatus, enough to just shade away James Drysdale here. And then you had the quick slant from Anthony Brisebois, the second read open for Jeff Rosenblatt and the Jamesons. Again, going for 1 point here. Conservative for me.
0 for 1 so far and 0 for 5 on extra point conversions in their last meeting. Rosenblatt looks to the right, back in the end zone, is caught by Tyrell. Add that 1 point on the board, 13-6 lead now for the Jamesons.
Yeah, exactly. Look, it's great that they got the 1 point convert, make it a 13-6 game. The way you have to think of this game, though, is that the All-Stars are now on offense. They're going to score. they're going to make it a 13 to 12 game, and they're going to go for 2 points. So you're already and you have to assume, and that's the way you have to, I think, personally, that's the way I assume, is that they're going to score the 6 points and they're going to score the 2. So to me, you're already down 14 to 13 just by not going for 2 points.
Oh, here come the All-Stars now back on the field. Quick pass over the middle to Kerouac. Quick out route there, tackle right away by number 23, Stephen Osman.
Could do that literally all game, and and then just run variations off the triple slants. Turn Rory Submergent into a slant and wheel. Have instead of a goal from Vincent Malot, have him run a 7 in just to shake things up. But that Matt Kerouac slant is just unguardable. You could literally drive the entire field down with that.
This Division A Championship game brought to you by BuzzFit. Looking for a great workout? Look no further to stop by any BuzzFit. Tons of locations in and off the island here in Montreal. Wyatt gets a snap here, second down. Fastball over the middle. Kerouac catches it again. Tackled by Osman, but not before getting a first down and extending this drive for the All-Stars.
It was just like rinse and repeat. Just 2 yards deeper, and just getting an extra workout in there was Matt Kerouac, of course, sponsored by BuzzFit.
So I got to ask you about Kerouac. I mean, obviously, he's in the Hall of Fame. The best rusher this game has ever seen, but just as dangerous as a center as well. What do you think makes him so dynamic as an offensive player?
Just his ability to find the open holes, and especially to have that chemistry with Kevin Wyeth makes it just something elite. Again, his specialty is finding that soft spot in his zone.
All-Stars with the ball past midfield. Kerouac with the snap. Wyeth gets it. He goes to the right down the middle. Jerome, touchdown! Beautiful route by Pat Jerome, burning Quay Johnson for the TD, his second of the game. And now it's 13 to 12 for the Jamesons. And obviously right now the All-Stars, as we imagine, are going to go for 2.
But look, great route. But my God, as soon as Pat Jerome was level with Quaid, that ball came out. As soon as he had that extra step on him, before he even turned to look at that ball is perfectly placed to only where Pat Jerome can catch that 4-6 points.
As the saying goes, if I'm even, I'm leaving. And that's exactly what Pat Jerome did right there.
Absolutely.
Wyatt gets the snap again. 2-point convo temper here. Fastball over the middle. Tipped up in the air. Out of bounds. Good job by Stephen Osman getting a hand on that fastball from Kevin Wyeth. So right now it's a 13-12 lead for the Jamesons.
Yeah, so look, again, my assumption is that they would have got the 2 points. So now you're up 1. If you're the Jamesons, and again, my assumption is they are going to score. So if they score, they now absolutely must go for 2 points to make it a 9-point lead, make it a 2-possession, force the All-Stars to have to go for the onside kick.
Jamesons get the ball back now. The third offensive drive of the game, and his man open deep is Tyrell! Touchdown! Jamesons!
Wow, what a ball. Great arc on that ball that Pat Jerome left. James Tyrell left Pat Jerome in his tracks. Absolutely beautiful ball to the sideline as well. That is not thrown to the inside. That is thrown deep to the sideline where only James Tyrell's speed and great adjustment by James Tyrell made that catch look easy, because over the shoulder, down the sideline, great awareness of where he is on that sideline to make sure that he stays in bounds. Beautiful 40-yard touchdown bomb.
So a little bit of beauty on the offensive play, but we see much to your disappointment, you're still going for 1 right here.
Come on, Jeff.
The Jamesons. Rosenblatt gets a snap, pump fake, back in the end zone. Oh, and a great job by Submergent. Batting now, ball away at the last second is intended for O'Hayan, who was wide open on the back line.
Yeah, great route adjustment, by Rory Submergent, because yes, everything was short. There was one crosser deep in the back, and Jeff floated it a bit, gave enough time for Rory to get there. But again, I really don't like the 1-point convert attempt here. That was a chance to go up 2 possessions, 9-point lead, really solidify a good enough advantage. Again, assumption is Kevin Wyeth is going to score here.
Could it be maybe the assumption being made right now about the Jamesons is that, hey, listen, we got 3 INTs last time off of Wyeth. Just because we don't go for 2 doesn't mean we can't stop them. On a pass there behind Kerouac. A little bit of contact there from Osman. No flag on the play.
Yeah, that is some Division A contact. The referees here, 4 referees, by the way, on the field. Division A, Division 1, really Division A, getting the luxury, the butter, so to speak here. There was a little, sometimes the game in Division A is a little more physical. Sometimes you'll get away with a little more than the lower divisions.
Second and long now for the Allstars. Quick throw here on the sideline. It's emerging. Nice move to get past the first tackle attempt. Taken down though by Johnson, but not before getting the first down.
Yeah, great and beautiful. What's great about this throw is that he's leading Rory Submergent upfield because there's space enough for him to get a room, 5 extra yards on the sideline. And if he puts it a little behind to him, then you have 2 defenders crashing and converging, really maximizing the amount of yards that he can get for his receiver.
So good job by Submergent. Submergent, of course, this isn't the first time in this playoffs that he's gone against Jeff Rosenblatt. His team Ambush losing to Runner once earlier in the playoffs in Division B. Obviously, Submergent looking for a little revenge here tonight. And the pass to the sideline, caught by Gropini. Great hands there,
yes.
by Gropini. We had James Ahuntsic, who's basically right in his pocket trying to get the ball loose, but strong hands right there by Gropini.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That is the characteristic play right there by Gropini. James Ahuntsic going a bit, not exactly a tomahawk, but kind of swatting a little bit at that ball instead of going for the flags. And Gropini, great hands and concentration to gain the first down for Allstars.
So the Allstars with the ball now deep into the Jameson side of the field. Let's see what they do here on first down.
Maybe he had so much hand grip by the conditioning that he does at BuzzFit.
There you go, exactly. Wyeth gets the snap right down the middle. Caught by Submergent, and he takes a big hit from within. But they're going to call it a touchdown now. So
I wonder if this is on the offense because the defender may have established a position, and Rory Submergent may have ran into a still defender. Would have to see it once again on the replay. It could be 50-50. Let's see what the call will be. It may be on the defense. It may be on the offense. Let's take a look.
You see the slant right here caught by Submergent. So it looks like they both kind of get to the spot at the same time.
You know what? I don't. It's indirect contact. I think they picked up the flag potentially. Yeah, I believe this is a touchdown is good, and they're going for 1, or the touchdown's not good. Not exactly sure what the situation here. Touchdown is good. Sorry. Let's clarify that. Yes, touchdown is good from Sean Submergent. They're going for 1 here.
Okay, well, they're 0 for 2 going for 2-point conversion so far, so it makes a little bit of sense that they're going for 1. Wyeth gets a snap. He looks to his right. Now back over the middle. Pass wide open is Kerouac in the back of the end zone. He had time to make a sandwich before catching that ball.
Leave Kevin Wyeth that much time in the backfield, and he's going to find someone open. I want to see this replay here as it comes. Did Ben McMahon maybe? Yeah, he's putting his arms up when if he went full speed. Again, Kevin Wyeth maybe not known for making a great hip move, but you can't give Kevin Wyeth that much time. He will find the open receiver. We are down to the last 5 plays here, Brent. So let's see what the Jamesons can do. They absolutely need to score because they do not start with the ball in the second half.
Exactly. So Rosenblatt gets the snap. First down. He goes to his left. Caught by Freeman. He's able to maintain possession as he fell out of bounds. So small gain there. Maybe
about 4 yards, perhaps.
Yeah, about 4 yards there. So, of course, as Iggy was talking about with the 5 plays in FPF, if you're new to this, after the timers run out, you get 5 plays at the end of the first half and 5 untimed plays at the end of the second half.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're huge.
Remaining.
Yeah, and they're huge for game management, and especially, like I mentioned, Jameson starting with the ball to start the game.
The second down now. 4 plays remaining. Rosenblatt's going deep. He has a man open. Intercepted. Bond with the INT.
Look, it's very likely this is an interception, but I wonder if you think about challenging this. Pretty sure it is an INT, but if you're Jeff Rosenblatt, maybe you're thinking about the timeout. It doesn't look like it. Here's going to be the best angle of it in the back view. The deep shot to James O'Hayan was the closest offensive player. Oh, that's close, but I do believe he tiptoes.
I think he got his left foot in.
Here it is on slow-mo here. So there's the catch.
So
1
foot.
Right
foot down.
Come on. Yes, that's 2. That's 2 feet. That is what an absolute beauty of an interception by Matt Bond.
That left foot man.
It's close.
Either way, the Allstars have the ball, and Millar's open deep now. Catch on the sideline. He's tackled by Tyrell, who saved the touchdown right there for his team. And I'll tell you what, Iggy, they had that deflating moment right there with the INT, but now they have to come up and play some defense before the end of the first half because, as you said, right now, the All-Stars start the second half of the game with the ball.
Yeah, and in one play, they're already at the 11-yard line, so I believe there are 2 plays remaining here. A first down, 2 plays remaining. This is really tough for the Jamesons defense. I wonder if he should have let him score and leave Jeff Rosenblatt 2 plays because odds are that Kevin Wyeth is going to score here. There's 95% chance that happens.
It's kind of low, 95, really? But Wyeth gets the snap here, goes to the end zone. Hobart throws it open, Matt Kerouac.
There you go, so 95% chance. There's a 5% chance for error here on the 4th down. So, look, I wonder what kind of defense, though, the Jamesons show here. I wonder, Kevin Wyeth's not used to running a double quarterback, or even much less a triple quarterback play. I wonder if he pulls something out of his sleeve that the Jamesons might not be expecting here, run a double quarterback.
And if they do that, I got to ask you, who on your team could throw? I can tell you Pat Jerome's not going to be throwing if that's the case.
You know what? That's a better point. I don't see anyone here that could be that. Look, and if you're Kevin Wyeth, you don't want to get the ball out of your hands. You want the ball in your hands.
Royce Emergence on the sideline, so it's definitely not going to be him. Here we go, final snap of the first half. Passing it back in end zone, jumping up. Catch there by Millard. Touchdown!
Wow.
All-Stars!
Oh, my goodness. Going up, climbing the ladder. Chris Millard with the last play touchdown of the half. As we see it on the replay here, Kevin Wyeth hitting the back of the end zone to Chris Millard on that deep post. Beautiful catch, beautiful concentration as we see it on the backside angle here. Chris Millard coming up huge for the All-Stars in the Division A final. Look at that. Extension, 1 foot, 2 foot, dead feet. Great TD.
So change the tides in just 4 plays. Look like the Jamesons are about to score, or at least keep a drive going. They throw the INT, and now turn around and scoring a touchdown as the All-Stars. Here we go, 2-point conversion. Back to the regular attempt here. Pass caught by Grappini. He's in.
He's in for 2, and that's going to be the end of the half. All-Stars up 27-19. 8-point lead, though, so it is still a 1-possession lead.
So, again, as I was saying, we see the highs and highs right there, the roller coaster of emotions right here in flag football. Again, a few plays ago, we were just talking about the Jamesons. They were driving down the field. I mean, he had a long pass, which you can't blame him. Tyrell was open on that pass. It's just who I think is the best safety here in FPF, Matt Bond, coming over from the left-hand side, tracking the ball in the air and making a huge play to get the INT. And then we see, obviously, right there with Millard jumping up in the back of the end zone, getting that TD catch, Grappini with the 2-point conversion, and now what was a deficit for the majority of this game has now turned into a 27-19 lead for the All-Stars.
We actually do have a confirmation of the score here. We're going to update it on the scoreboard for viewers at home. 28-19 for the All-Stars. So that actually makes it a 9-point lead. That's a game-changing difference. Why? Because the maximum points you can score is 8 points after a touchdown. So really 2-possession lead here. The tides have absolutely turned on that, and that's one mistake. One mistake can lose you the game when you're playing against Kevin Wyeth. I love what Jeff Rosenblatt's trying to do there. And this is the thing about Jeff Rosenblatt. I think you're going to ask me that. I played against him in Division B. He loves his streaks from the slots, and both of them streaking down. Just unfortunately, it led it a bit too much to the middle, and Matt Bond was the best player that could make a play on that ball. And beautiful interception. Maybe an interception, maybe not. Look, I personally think after seeing it on the replay, I think that it was an interception, but that's one too many mistakes to give to Kevin Wyeth. And with 3 plays, that is way too many from anywhere on the field. If you're giving Kevin Wyeth 3 plays, I don't care if you're at the 1, at the half-inch yard line, it doesn't matter. Give Kevin Wyeth 3 plays, 95% chance he's scoring.
All right, there you have it. So now, obviously, we go from the All-Stars, so we're now feeling like they're on top of the world and in control of this game. And again, obviously, as we said, they start the second half here with the ball. Switching sides now, going to the Jamesons, again, they were feeling pretty high. They were going toe-for-toe with the best team in all of FPF. How do they now come out? They gave up a touchdown in the last play of the first half, They start back on defense, which has been getting burnt a little bit here, let's be honest, in the last few minutes. How do they come out now defensively and gather themselves and potentially maybe get a stop?
Yeah, they really have to have, it's cliche, but they have to have that bend, don't break mentality. What that means is it doesn't matter that they're driving up the field. Once it gets into the red zone, that windows really close up. That's your opportunity to make a play, get an interception, because you're at this point, you absolutely need an interception. Although, that is the beauty of the onside kick, is that a 2-possession lead is never safe. We've seen it countless times in the playoffs where teams are down, they think they're out, and they hit the onside kick. But really, a interception would help a lot more in order to really make that onside kick negligible.
And obviously switching sides to the offensive side of the ball, for Jamesons. Now, regardless of what happens here, let's assume, as you've been saying, the All-Stars are going to score every time they have the ball. Let's assume that's the case here.
Yeah, that has to be your assumption.
If you're Jeff Rosenblatt now, you're the leader of the team. This is your team you put together. You're the quarterback. How do you lead your crew out here offensively when you get the ball back?
Yeah, you say nothing different from what you've been seeing all year. We're running the same plays. Just pick up the pace a little bit because we do need to conserve some time. We're gonna need as many the thing is, you want to give as many possessions to Kevin Wyeth because you'd rather give him 10 possessions because he's more likely to make one mistake out of 10 possessions than one mistake out of 6 possessions. So you want to pick up the pace on offense here as we start the second half.
So Wyeth gets the ball. He goes to the left here, right in front of us. It's emerging. Oh, he evades one tackle, almost gets past another, finally taken down by Tyrell.
Yeah, look, the dip move, ever popular in flag football, more so than ever. And Rory Submergent, actually one of the best players to execute the dip. He made James O'Hayan miss there on the sideline, was able to already cut the field in half, literally. He's already at the midfield with a nice purple cone here for maybe the Jamesons put that purple cone down here in the Stade de Montreal.
Now, I had a chance last summer to play with Mike Pierce-Sam of the Braves, Hall of Famer, multiple-time All-Star, one of the great guys here in FPF.
Absolutely.
He said that he and his team, the Braves, are the ones that didn't move into FPF here.
Right.
I don't know how accurate that is, but he says they're the ones that brought it. They played in the tournament. They saw some guys from the States using it. But now, as you talked about, it's pretty much the fashionable move now. It's a play, it's a maneuver that every pretty much offensive player tries to run. Catch there by Jerome. He's tackled by Osman. And it's weird because, you have, I think we're both vertically challenged, let's be honest. So guys are height usually try to do that move. But when you see someone as long and as limber as Submergent try to run it, that just makes him that much more dangerous.
And he's fast. And one of the things about the dip is that if you're explosive enough to get low back to high and regain speed, that makes it so much better, and he's one of the best at doing that. Jeremy White, of course, here with us, joining us in the FPF media team here today. He's really one of the first to be able to do it well. Rory Submergent is executing it very nicely as well.
Fresh to the downs now. Wyeth gets a snap. He has to jump up to get it. Pass to the right-hand side. Millard open. Oh, nice tackle there.
Yeah, by
Johnson.
There. Yeah, absolutely. It looks like they're going to be spotted at the 6-yard line. So this is really, like I said, where the Jamesons have to come up with an interception, close those windows. And what I've been seeing from the Kevin Wyeth playbook here is that, much like other quarterbacks, is that when you're playing zone in the red zone, defenses are playing that 4-1 or lanes defense. Is that he's having a short crosser and a deep crosser on the same side of the field, making the defender pick high or low.
The ball at about the 6-yard line right now for the All-Stars. Wyeth gets a snap. He looks right over the middle. Yes, Matt Gropini catches it. Touchdown. All-Stars, Nick Gropini.
Yeah, Nick Gropini, one of the new pieces, new additions that Kevin Wyeth brought to the All-Stars. He was one of his favorite targets all season. Gropini, leader in yards in this playoff run with 133. He's been one of the main go-to guys. Everyone looking at Matt Kirouac for that triple slant, leaving the backside slant open, and Gropini kind of walks in and turnstiles his hips into the end zone.
So the lead now 34-19 for the All-Stars. Once again, going for 2, looking to push it to 36. Let's see here if the All-Stars can get a stop and build some momentum.
Yeah, Jeff Rosenblatt taking a quick look at the score here.
Wyeth gets the ball, another laser over the middle. It's caught by Submergent.
Wow.
For the 2-point convo.
Wow, that was a laser to the back. There's really no one that can put a lace and sling that ball. And it, oh my God, what a tight window. It's just leaving me speechless here. Even just Rory Submergent just caught that ball. He was incredulous to how that ball got there, as we see it once again on the replay. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that ball drop right into place. Absolutely beautiful. Let's watch a hurry-up offense now from Jeff Rosenblatt.
Yeah, Rosenblatt was getting the ball on first down with his team. Quick pass to O'Hayan. Tackled right away by Pat Jerome. Pick up of about 5, maybe 6 on the play right here.
Yeah, I wonder if we see another all hooks or triple slant, something real quick. Get the defenses biting so that maybe later on you can see a hook and go or a slant and wheel.
Quick huddle, as you talked about, Iggy, right here for the Jamesons. Pass to the flat is caught by Johnson. He's tackled right away by Submergent, but Johnson's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and all the receivers are coming back to the huddle right away. Jeff Rosenblatt here, 3 seconds to call a play and for the players to line up.
So right now, the team is playing deep. The Allstars defense, Freeman over the middle, backs up for a gain of about 9 right there.
Yeah, honestly, the downs at this point don't even matter. It's just about getting 10 yards or so at a time. It's not going to be the drive where Jeff Rosenblatt takes a shot deep yet. He's going to just drive here and score as quickly as he can.
Okay, I'm going to ask you something about that in a second. Let's see what happens after this play here. Rosenblatt gets the ball. Looks over the middle. Thought about it once. He ends up going there. Freeman with the catch. Tackled by Millard. So I'm going to ask you right here, Iggy. If Jeff and his offense, the Jamesons could get the ball into the end zone, do you think they go for the onside?
I think it's still a little early. Again, our clock here is is not an official clock, about 16:33. You give your defense one more chance at a stop. I don't call it just yet.
Rosenblatt gets the snap. Quick slant over to Tyrell. Try to get past Jerome. Jerome does a good job, number 82, tackling at about the 2-yard line.
Huge tackle, because if he doesn't make that tackle, he's in the end zone. Chris Meillard already 3 yards deeper into the end zone. Watch maybe now for a slant and out by James Tyrell.
Rosenblatt has his team already at the line. He gets a snap. He looks to his right. Tosses it back in the end zone. That was like a throwaway right there.
Yeah, Marty Friedman's got to hurry up, get that ball, get another call here. 3rd down. Again, what we've been seeing is deeps from the slot and slants in from the wide. So we'll see if that's another play call, one go-to for Jeff Rosenblatt here. Again, he has 2 downs here. He has this shot and the next one, so he's got to make it count.
Rosenblatt gets a snap now. He looks to his left. He rolls out there. Pass it back in the end zone. Caught by Johnson. Touchdown.
Beautiful execution. Even though Rory Submergent saw it developing, let the slant in from Anthony Brisebois go. Jeff Rosenblatt put it in a perfect spot for Quaid. As we see Marty Friedman get out, bringing in James Drysdale. I wonder if we see a play that Jeff Rosenblatt is inspired from Kevin Wyeth. Slots run a streak and hard posts from the wide. James Drysdale snapping, though. I wonder maybe a second quarterback here from Brisebois, perhaps.
I've never seen him snap
or
before.
Quaid.
Yeah, he snaps it, and it's Quaid Johnson, the second QB here. Johnson faced the pass. He gets it off, but he's sacked.
Oh,
wow. Malo with the sack right there on the 2-point conversion attempt.
There must have been a miscommunication, so... Vincent, that means Jeff Rosenblatt was wide open. He should have been yelling green over to Quaid Johnson, because they both, Fitzgerald and Vincent Malo, went on to the same second quarterback dropping in Quaid Johnson. Jeff Rosenblatt should have been the recipient of that first pass.
So that miscommunications proved costly right here for the Jamesons. Now the score is 34-25.
Yeah, so a 9-point lead here for the Jamesons are down 9. So it's, again, down 2 possessions.
Exactly. Wyeth not taking his time.
Yeah, as much as Kevin Wyeth can milk the clock, it's still 3 or 4 plays he's going to score. So
Wyeth gets the ball. Let's see if he can do exactly that. He's going deep. Millard, great coverage there by James Drysdale.
Well, that was a shot. That was a chance that James really wanted and go full speed and try and get the pick. And if you notice, Kevin Wyeth screaming out Matt to turn around to really get the defense to try and maybe bite up. James Drysdale, having played with Kevin Wyeth in the winter season with vengeance, had none of that. Absolutely saw the streak coming all the way and kept up. Was actually ahead of Chris Millard there.
So 2nd and 10. We can hear Jeff Rosenblatt from the bench telling his defense to watch Matt Kerouac here.
But if you watch Kerouac, then watch the backside slant.
Oh, hand rolls over to Kerouac, and here he goes, the slant, the post rather right there. Good catch by Pat Jerome, picking up a first down.
Yeah, that's infuriating, right? Because it doesn't matter that there was an incomplete on first down because you can just run like a 10 hook or post and sit for a route from Pat Jerome and a deep 10-yard, 7-yard hook from Kerouac. And you know all the attention's going to Kerouac. Okay, there's still Pat Jerome on your slot right.
So first down now, just at midfield for the All-Stars. Wyeth gets snappy pumps fake to the right. He goes down the middle now. Yes, Kerouac open! Can't come up with the grab. Good coverage right there by Osman. Break up that pass.
Yeah, look, Kerouac just looking at Leo Gervais' way for a call, not really saying anything, but just giving him a quick look as one of the flags for Kerouac here falls off. Look, great defensive play, a little bit of contact, but again, Division A, there's a bit more leeway when it comes to the contact.
So Nick Gropini on the bench now for the All-Stars.
Yeah.
Vincent Malot's in there.
Yeah, him too. Vincent Malot looking for his first championship. Look, you want your first championship? Joining Kevin Wyeth is a pretty good way to get that.
Exactly. Montreal Senators, another member of the team who fought a championship. Nice catch there by Kerouac over the middle. Taken down by Osman. Talked about Gropini. Gropini actually has a chance later on to win a Division B championship as well as his team, Poseidon's Kiss, takes on Blessed.
That's true.
In about 2 hours.
Going for the double dip there will be perhaps is Nick Gropini, as you said. Quade Johnson just missing that tackle. That does give. It's a 1st and 10. So very interesting. I wonder, look, Kevin Wyeth's going to want to score, but I wonder if he tells his guys, hey, get the first down so we can kill even more clock here. I wonder.
Just outside of 11 minutes remaining here to 5 plays in the second half. Wyeth gets a snap. Looks over the middle again. Pat Jerome, touchdown.
Unguardable. That's what we've been seeing. You guys have been seeing for 20 years. I'm witnessing for about the 5th year now. That's just unguardable. It's a post down the middle with Pat Jerome, that big body. I don't care what age he's at. There's no one in FPF that's going to be able to box that big body out. Pat Jerome catching yet another playoff touchdown, finals touchdown pass from Kevin Wyeth.
This might age me, but I'm going to say I've been seeing Kevin Wyeth play football for about 24 years now. I was his teammate for 2 seasons in junior football with the Chattagee Raiders, and the arm strength and the smarts, the intelligence, and just the ability to perform in the big games, I saw it then in tackle football. I'm seeing it the last 10, 20 plus years here in FPF as well. Pass over the middle, Wyeth to the left rather. Oh, and it's a rare drop off the chest of Submergent.
So it is, but listen to this. It's a 15-point lead. That's huge now in FPF because the onside kick doesn't matter at this point. Why? When you go to get a touchdown, you get 6 points. You go for the onside kick, you forfeit your ability to get points. So you can only get 6 there. You get the onside. Even if you score and get 2 points, the maximum number of points you can get is 6 plus 8 is 14. So the 15-point lead is huge right now.
So pass there on first down for Rosenblatt to Freeman. Quick tackle there by Jerome, just shy of the first down.
Yeah, and the Jamesons going in a hurry-up offense here, as they should. They absolutely have to. They're basically down 3 possessions.
Rosenblatt looks over the middle again. Yes, Drysdale now. Nice move to get past Emergent. Finally taken down by Senators well after the first down.
Yeah, they gotta hurry up and go. And everyone's already going on the line. They already maybe had 3 plays called. It's probably all hooks. It was probably just that you're running hooks or just run hooks until you get open.
Quick snap here. Brisebois, slant, catch, tackle right away by Submergent. Small pickup, maybe about 4, it's called 5 yards there. Matt Bond yelling out some defensive instructions to his side of the ball.
Yeah, now he actually got a play call in because really I'm sure it was just hook until you're open, and now we actually get a different play call from Jeff Rosenblatt here.
Freeman sets the ball down, snaps it. Rosenblatt, quick pass to the right as a hand.
Stepped out at the one.
One, exactly. Yep, down at the one.
But I believe that should be a first down.
Yeah, it is.
It is a first down.
Yeah, head referee Leo Gervais signaled the first.
Really got to score on this play. Not so much that it's the 4 downs. And then this is wasting some time here. James O'Hayan fixing the flags. They just to conserve the 40 seconds of picking up the ball, they got to score here.
Quick snap here. Rosenblatt looking. He goes to his left. Quick dart there. Caught by Drysdale. Touchdown.
Onside kick. They're going for the onside kick.
No hesitation whatsoever right there.
It's a great time with about approximately 8 minutes remaining in the game. You have no more leeway. You have to convert for this onside kick or else this game is over.
So right now it's 40-31. I know the score hasn't been updated on your screens, but it's 40-31 right here for the Allstars, as we talked about. And now, yeah, it has been updated. The Jamesons going for the onside kick here. It's going to be huge.
Check your play-by-play, Joe. As the scorekeeper here and Eagle at Master Control are just double verifying they have different scores. Either way, it's still a 2-possession lead, and what matters the most for Jeff Rosenblatt here is that he converts this onside kick. I wonder if there's a double quarterback with Quade Johnson.
So Drysdale in now at snap. Freeman on the sideline. Drysdale with the snap. Rosenblatt gets it. Double QB. Johnson has it now. Senators with the rush. Johnson's going deep. He has a man open, a breeze ball, and he throws it, knocked away by Pat Jerome. It's intended for O'Hayan, who was open in the back of the end zone.
Oh, great defensive play by Pat Jerome. We love calling Pat Jerome's name catching touchdowns. That's a great defensive play by Pat Jerome, covering 2 deep receivers here. As we see it on the replay.
Right there. It's basically Jerome's in between 2 guys. He jumps up, just able to get that bat down right there, and that's key.
On his way down, so he's jumping in the air. On his way down, he's still able to get a finger on it and block James O'Hayan from catching that TD.
And I tell you, Iggy, right there, they always say football is a game of inches. We saw it right there.
Oh, man, absolutely. And now this is heartbreaker as the All-Stars get the ball on the Jamesons' 5-yard line. For those who don't really know the onside kick rule, you have an attempt from your 5-yard line to get to midfield or more. You could have scored a touchdown there, but if you don't convert it and it's an incomplete pass, the opposing team gets the ball on your 5-yard line.
So White gets a snap now from the 5-yard line. Quick dart over to Kerouac. Touchdown. All-Stars, and that looks like it's going to be it, unfortunately, for the Jamesons. With just inside of 8 minutes remaining in this game.
Little hesitation step here from Kerouac. In, out, and Stephen Osman just bit enough. He's looking to the skies. Can't believe that he got bit by the Matt Kerouac bug.
So now they extended the lead unofficially right here, 48-31.
What's the official score, Joe?
Should be 46, actually.
All right, the official score is 48-31 as you see it at home. We've confirmed that between scorekeeper and Eagle at Master Control here. Looks pretty much locked up for Kevin Wyeth here.
All-Stars not taking their pedal off the metal. They're going for 2 now.
Oh.
And now Kerouac's wide open all by himself. First time he had time to make a sandwich. This time he had time to make a drink, catching that 2-point conversion. Kevin Wyeth is happy, hopping up and down, making his way back to the bench. So now it's a 50-31 lead for the All-Stars with just outside of 5 minutes remaining in the contest.
Yeah, look, Kevin Wyeth putting another 50-burger on the board. What's new? He scored on every drive he's touched the ball. They're going to have to score as fast as they can, but even with 5 minutes remaining, you're down 19 points. That's three TDs here.
So Quade Johnson now snapping. Drysdale rolls out to the left slot. He's flanked by Breezeball. Pass over the middle to Johnson. Nice tackle right there by Senators. So a gain of 4 yards right there for Johnson on first down, now setting up 2nd and 6.
Yeah, as the clock closes away here and the Jameson season, dream season.
Oh, nice snap there by Johnson, and that's not what the Jamesons need right now.
No, it actually, as we see on the replay here, just as Jeff Rosenblatt has his eyes to the defense, the ball just slips out of his hands. It was already looking to see who was going to be open, who was dropping deep into coverage for Allstars here. As we narrow down, as the clock ticks away, of course, we have a decision to make and here on who the MVP is, and it's definitely a tight race between Kevin Wyeth, I believe, and Pat Jerome.
So Rosenblatt gets a snap now. Second and long, throw to the sideline. It's caught by Tyrell right in front of Millard. Not enough for the first down, though.
No, it should be third or fourth down. Fourth down, yeah.
So it's fourth and about 3, maybe a long 4.
Yeah,
long
but
3, 4 maybe.
Sure, but the All-Stars don't care about giving up the first down. They care much more than about giving up the touchdown. But again, at this point, now that the onside kick has been used, there's really not much left in life for Jamesons here.
Jameson's now just relegated to playing for respect right now. Pass to the end zone. Nice catch by Drysdale.
Unbelievable. Call it Air Drysdale. A quote from Quade Johnson. We saw Air Drysdale in full display, even though Matt O'Hayan was wide open on the right side, giving his receiver, James Drysdale, the opportunity to go up and get there. He absolutely does. Too little, too late, though, for the Jamesons. And look, well, going for 2, but I'm sorry, but it was a little too late, Jeff.
Rosenblatt gets the snap. Back in the end zone. Tyrell. Oh, the ball's knocked out of his hands by Jerome. Looks like the Jamesons thought there should have been a flag on the play, but they won't get it.
Yeah, just good defensive play. That's just strong hands from Pat Jerome smacking that ball out. Even from the aforementioned James Tyrell. Really ripping that ball out, making sure he's not coming down with that 2-point convert.
So now a 50-37 lead for the All-Stars with just inside of 2.5 minutes now remaining to 5 plays.
Yeah, all but sealed here for the All-Stars. Jamesons, look, had a great season, but putting up 37 points is just not going to be enough when you have Kevin Wyeth going for the deep shot.
Deep shot, Malo's open, touchdown. The All-Stars adding a little salt in the wound right there. Lead now 56-37.
Yeah, that's that is a patented just Kevin Wyeth bomb down the sideline. Vincent Malo, one of the speedier. Look, sometimes we talk about him. Not everyone really knows the name Vincent Malo. Absolute speedster. He's definitely hard to say up and coming, but he's really a great talent out there. And Kevin Wyeth, you know what? We always talk about Jeff Rosenblatt being the ultimate recruiter. How about Kevin Wyeth getting Nick Gropini, getting Vincent Malo? Obviously, these guys want to come play with Kevin Wyeth. You want to play with a legend in FPF. So the recruiting skills should be easy. But he also knows the talent to get to in a Division A where the cap's a little lower than Division 1.
I'll finish my thought on something I want to say in a second. Wyeth with the ball to the right side of the end zone. Pat Jerome. Oh, he makes the catch.
He got it.
Fell down to the turf. Right in front of Anthony Breezeball. Even Breezeball has a smile on his face right there. Heck of a catch by the Hall of Famer.
Oh, my God. That was just – can I get a replay of that, please? Because that was absolutely insane. Even with Anthony Breezeball, as we see the backside angle here, look at this. The scoreboard kind of blocks the best part. You know what? The best part of that was the Pat Jerome smile. Because, man, what an absolute catch.
Rosenblatt gets the ball. First down, he has Tyrell up on the sideline. Gets a first down, tackled by Millar. Set to the bounce, rather.
As Matt Kerouac passes by here, the studio, the booth here, and says, yeah, the Grim Reaper did show up. A reference to one of those famous Jeff Rosenblatt posts of knocking on the door, and is Kevin Wyeth behind the door? No, Kevin Wyeth is the Grim Reaper, and he did put it on full display here.
That's for a call right there. Pass to O'Hayan, tackled by Matt Bond.
As we're going to be nearing the 5 plays. The Jamesons, no 5 plays if they don't score.
More than 18-point lead.
That is crazy. That's true. An 18-point lead right now for the All-Stars.
Catcher by Breezeball. He's tackled. Flag on the play, though, as he was tackled by Submergent.
That's game.
And that will do it. So the call game. The Allstars are your Division 8 champions with a 58-37 victory over the Jamesons. For Kevin Wyeth, that is championship, I believe, number 17, exactly.
Unbelievable. Look, the game came down to the one mistake from Jeff Rosenblatt late in the first half, throwing the interception deep with 4 plays remaining. Matt Bond coming out with a crucial interception. Look, the thing is, I would have perhaps challenged that looking back. Perhaps challenge it. He's now going home with 1 timeout in his pocket and the challenge never used.
And that's the thing, 'cause I know when we saw the replay a couple of times, you thought he was in for sure. To me, it looked like his left leg came down on the line. His left foot came down on the line.
It could have been. It would have really needed a further, deeper investigative review by the officials here. But again, that's hindsight's 50-50, you know. You don't know if you're going to need it later on. They needed it, definitely one for the onside kick, but they're going home with 1 timeout in their pocket.
Just going to wait to shoot it down to Rob Campana, the founder, of FPF. Just had a technical malfunction right there. President and founder of FPF, Rob Campana, is going to be presenting the championship trophy and game MVP.
Here we are again. I'm good with that. Good. All right, guys, thanks. I'm down on the field here with the newly crowned Division 8 champion, Allstars. Congratulations, guys. I present the trophy to the captain and quarterback, Kevin Wyeth. Congrats, Kev. Here's the championship banner.
Yes, sir.
There you go. And the last thing to present, as we always do, is the finals MVP. We like to go off the board. We really try to, but sometimes we just can't. With a near perfect game at quarterback today, Kevin Wyeth. Congrats, Kev. All right, so a few quick questions. Kev, you've had the All-Stars now for a few years, post Montreal's finest, but this roster this season has had some new faces, some young kids you've recruited. Talk to us a little bit about the new group that you had this year.
Awesome. Fritz, hell of a guy. Had a few drops at the beginning of the season, but came through. Even Vince and I can never remember his name. Nick. But yeah, they were awesome this year. They filled in. They did the job. As you can see tonight, caught every ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're good.
And then the core, right? Like you can probably say the core, between yourself and Pat Jerome, Chris Meillard, Matt Kerouac, Matt Bond. Talk to us about some of those big plays. Matt Bond, that huge pick in the back of the end zone, kind of reversed the tide of the game.
He was on the verge of not playing in the winter. And I think he's got his fire back, so I'm happy about that. All of them, everybody did a great job. The catches in the back of the end zones, Chris, Pat, everybody. Bond with the pick, just did it all.
Hell of a game, Kev. Congrats.
Thank you very much.
All right, back to you guys. Give him the shirts, Jake.
All right.
So welcome back here. Obviously, so we saw the championship trophy being given out. That was the MVP. A hard-fought victory. Not even a hard-fought victory. It was maybe hard in the first half. The second half was pretty much the All-Stars all the way through.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's new, Kevin Wyeth? I mean, perfect game, right? Absolutely perfect game. Little questionable in the beginning with the 2 non-converted 2 points. In the end, it was not the difference in the game. Really, like I said, the difference in the game was that Jeff Rosenblatt interception and not challenging that play. But look, now Kevin Wyeth wants his Grim Reaper Photoshop. Apparently, he's going to come see me after the game, so all is well in the FPF world. Kevin Wyeth, once again, a FPF champ.
So Kevin Wyeth now has 17th championship and snapping a losing streak. He was 0-3 in his last 3 championship games. This is his first championship victory since the winter 2022 season, where his team, the All-Stars, beat the Braves 49-48. 3-game losing streak. He came out tonight and played great, snapping it, winning again by a score of 58-37 over the Jamesons. Iggy, I got to ask you now for the Jamesons. Obviously, they had a great season. They made a run to the finals. They have a very talented roster. Where do you think they go from here? How can they get better?
Yeah, I mean, better. It's going to be tough to get better. Like, this was the team to get him to the finals. They made it here. The ultimate test would have been defeating Kevin Wyeth. It's like that big boss in every Super Mario game. He is Bowser. Maybe it'll be a Bowser picture. I don't know. I have to be creative. But look, that's as good as a team that you're going to build with around Jeff Rosenblatt and his boys. They're going to probably try to run it back and give another crack at Kevin Wyeth next year.
I may go with M. Bison and Street Fighter, possibly.
Okay,
Kevin Wyeth.
yeah.
All right. Okay, so coming up next, we have WOS against Sub-Zero in the Women's Division 1 final, and then the closeout championship. I was going to call it weekend, but since it's Monday, it's not really weekend. But the championship 2-day celebration, if you will. It'll be Poseidon's Kiss taking on Bless for the Division B championship coming up in about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours at the most. Final thoughts?
Kevin Wyeth's a monster. He is the Grim Reaper, everyone.
All right, so there you go. For Iggy, I'm Brent saying thanks for tuning in. The All-Stars are your Division A champions with a 58-37 victory over the Jamesons. We'll see you next time.
Good night.